Okay. For my Stackathon, I made a game. Basically, it's kind of like Mario in a way, I guess. You run around and try and avoid characters and collect a bunch of items and then bring it to a base, I guess. And I called it StarChild. And here's the instructions. It's basically plays a guy named Atlas, but aka StarChild, and you have to essentially save the galaxy by collecting a bunch of stardust, and then you bring it to your scientist friend so you can make a bunch of star trees that will save the galaxy, and you gotta avoid all the hungry jellyfish and barnacles. So I guess I'll show you the game, and then you click to get started, and then there you are, and you can just basically run around. I like this. I made like a little Easter egg. It's like a smiley face right at the start. I thought you could like jump around and grab all the stars and whatnot. If you get hit, if you get like hit, you like spawn back and you lose a life. I don't know why it's like. There we go. You can like run around. It's actually really hard. I wanted to make it really challenging because I don't like when it's easy, and I've only ever actually beaten it once. It's, I don't know. And this is the base over here. Yeah, once you have 370 grams of stardust, you can touch this guy and it'll end the game. And I guess I'll show you. That's basically the mechanics of the game. You can jump around. When you're on these things, you have to keep jumping, and I made it like that because if you could just ride on it, it was too easy. And when you have to keep jumping, you have to do a lot more like dodging and whatnot, which I thought was like more fun. And oh shoot. This is the hardest part right here. Like I almost never do this part because it's like it just takes a lot of really good timing, and it's really hard. The jumping is what makes it really hard. I'll show you. You kind of have to jump early, and then I think I might actually got it. Yeah, that's really hard to do. It didn't look that hard there, but I almost never get that on my first try. I might actually be able to beat it and show you guys what it looks like if you beat. Almost never. Oh no! Just kidding. Okay. I guess I'll show you what happens if you die, and then I'll like kind of code a cheat to show you what it's like when you beat it, because it'll take too long to beat it, and it's really hard to actually beat it. So now I got 1 life left, and I guess if you hit like danger or something, it just pops up on the screen. You lose. Bummer. Try again, and then you refresh it. You could go over, but before I do this, I'm gonna basically like make a cheat so we can see what it's like when you beat it. Because right here, basically is where the logic is that says if you have enough stardust, and there's a function here where you can turn it in and it checks both of those, and if they're both true, then you can beat the game. Also, I guess what was really hard was making all the things move and then interact with the character, and it was just a lot of math. Like you had to do a lot of like, if it's moving at this speed and he's going here, and calculating a bunch of stuff like that. And it took me a while, but once I got the hang of it, it was pretty easy. But okay, I want to show you what happens if you win. So if your score is bigger than -1, and I'll make the players spawn right over there so you can skip all the running. Let's find where it's at. I made a marker so I could see. Yeah, here it is. Make them spawn at 12, 11, I think 1,000. This should make it so we could beat the game like right away, and you could see them. Oh shoot. I think it didn't refresh it. Hold on. There we go. And this was, if you actually got all the stardust and beat the game, it would pop up like this. And I don't know. That's my game, StarChild. It's pretty fun. I haven't deployed it yet, but I want to. Thank you.